Alright, Joel, Cliff, manual mode for me, gentlemen. Make sure that I am as illuminated into the red in color. Let's go ahead and start the taxi out to the track here, Joel. Cliff, once we enter the track here, start to develop your track spacings of that 6 to 7 car lengths between student drivers, please. Let's go ahead and we're going to get ourselves selected into third gear and then fourth gear coming down the straightaways. We will be going over our shifting points one last time here. And I'm not going to be talking to you a whole lot this track session, okay? I'll be giving you corrections at this point. I'm going to be pretty critical. Let's go ahead and select third gear at this red and white apex curving here for turn number 3. I'm going to let you focus to the task at hand instead of having me barking inside of the car to you. So again, let's say focus 100% of the time here, guys. Fourth gear coming out of turn number 3. Off this curb, come off the gas. Turn the car to the left. We're going to brake coming into the chicane. Open up the approach from that white cone. It'll give you a better apex and leave you in the middle of the track. It's a really good entry for the S's on the left-hand side, especially when traveling at a higher rate of speed. Firm brakes coming down into the bowl. We're going to select third gear at this white cone. Allow the momentum to bring you up to the middle of the track. When you're here, look out the driver's window. Navigate down. Do not start to accelerate until you see that orange cone inside of your windshield. Fourth gear at the bottom, steering wheel straight at the top. Turning in here for this left sweeping turn, we're going to run this curve over onto the left-hand side, and we're going to be very firm onto our brake pressure. Now leave that blue cone in your peripheral, look to the right-hand side here for turn 5A. Leaving that second orange cone, we can give a little acceleration out to the left, apply firm brakes, and select third gear for turn 5B. Let's run this curve over right here on our left. We're going to select fourth gear. Pushing up with your left palm will give you a really controlled steering input. Leave this blue cone in your peripheral, scanning left. You see that lap timer now counting there, Joel? So we just entered turn 6, and that's where our start and finish line is. Let's select third gear. We're going to start to squeeze down on throttle, leaving turn number 7. Let's unwind and accelerate coming out there, Joel. Nice and firm brakes at the 2. Third gear at the 1. No higher than the middle. Keep that steering input right for 1B. Let's squeeze down to 2. Up to the middle here, Joel. Scan left. Wait for the gas. Now squeeze. Gaining right here for 5A. Now remember, a little acceleration will push you out to the left. Right there, give it gas. Good. Firm brakes, third gear. Back right for 5B. Now right there, squeeze down. Squeeze down. Firm initial, slow, controlled release here, Joel. Good, scanning right here for 7. Squeeze down right there, squeeze. Keep it to the right. Now right there, accelerate out. Nice corner, Joel, nice. Good, let's accelerate. Squeeze down, to the left. Fourth gear. Balance through. Light brakes. Now accelerate out. Squeeze. Scanning left. Scan for that apex. Rotate down. And accelerate out. Squeeze. Nice job. right. Light brakes coming in here. Now remember, a little acceleration will push you out to the left. A little more steering input right for 5B. Now let's squeeze down, Joel. We got one more lap here for you, buddy. Unwind and accelerate. There you go. Joel, squeeze down. Stay committed coming through here. You got good lines. Cliff, let's make sure we're braking at that brake cone. Do not brake any later than that brake cone. That's going to come up and get you there, buddy. Let's make sure we are braking at the brake cone. If it feels like you're overslowing that car, just change your brake pressure. Do not change the braking point. Back right for 5B. Let's unwind and accelerate here, Joel. Balance through. Let's go ahead and slow that speed here, Joel. Let's go ahead and slow that speed. We're going to be doing a rotation. Nice driving there, Joel. Let's keep it nice and clean, buddy. You're doing a great job. Over to the right-hand side. Cliff, right behind me. Let's squeeze down on throttle. Joel, merge in right behind the red car. Brakes are at the 2 here, Cliff. No higher than the middle. Keep that steering input right here, Cliff. Let's start to scan left here for turn 2. Do not change your braking point here, Cliff. Brake at the brake cone. Just change your pressure. Balance through here, Cliff. Ladder coast and rotate in. Now accelerate out. Squeeze down to the left. 4th gear. Balance. Patience. Now accelerate out. Just try to open up the approach from that white cone there, Cliff. It'll give you a better entry for the S's. 3rd gear, up to the middle. Ladder coast, rotate down, and then when you see that orange cone in your windshield, squeeze down. Joel, just continue to work on your lines, buddy. Don't change a thing. Scanning right here for turn 5A here, Cliff. Now remember, at that second orange cone, a little acceleration will push you out to the left. Let's squeeze down. Nice job, Cliff. I'll get you a little closer to me, okay? You can use me as a reference point if needed. Firm brakes, 3rd gear, back right here for turn 7. Let's unwind and accelerate. Squeeze down. Nice line, Cliff. 3rd gear, balance coming through. No higher than the middle. So it's right there, so you need a little bit more brake pressure coming through, right? So don't change those braking points. Sorry, you're going to chase me down a little bit. I was a little bit too conservative on the throttle. 3rd gear. Balance through. Carry that momentum. Carry it in. There you go. Now start to squeeze down to the left. Firm. Balance. There you go. Yeah, just try to open up the approach from that white cone there, Cliff. Good, squeeze down. 4th gear at the bottom, steering wheel straight at the top. Scanning right here for 5A. Now remember, a little acceleration out to the left. Firm brakes, 3rd gear, and a little more steering input right. Let's squeeze down. Nice line, Cliff. We got one more lap here for you before we do another rotation. Back right here for 7. Let's unwind and accelerate. Squeeze. There you go. I'll make sure I give you your space here under the straightaway. But do not change your braking point. gear, balance through. Patience, let her coast, rotate in. Now squeeze down out to the left. Open up the approach from the white cone. There you go, good. Now squeeze down, stay committed coming through the S's. Up to the middle, let her coast, rotate down, and then squeeze coming out. Nice job, Cliff. Firm brakes, third gear, back right for 5B. Let's squeeze. All right, Cliff, let's go ahead and slow that speed. We're going to do another rotation. Nice job there, Cliff. Hey, Cliff, whenever you see Joel in the blue 153 car pass by you, go ahead and merge in right behind him, okay? Left-hand side there, Joel, 100% throttle. You're going to go around Cliff. Squeeze down. Brakes are at the 2 sign. One turn here for 1A, 1B. No higher than the middle here. Keep that steering input right. There you go, Cliff. Let's squeeze down there, Joel. Good. Third gear. Balance through. Light brakes. Ladder coast. Rotate in. Now squeeze down coming out. So you see how you're off your apex a little bit? Starts to push you outside. There you go, patience. Now squeeze down, scanning left here. Nice job, Joel. Try to carry a little bit more momentum coming here for the turn 4, only if you feel comfortable doing so. Yeah, try to come up to the middle as well there, Joel. You're kind of holding that inside a little bit too far. Good, firm brakes, scanning right here for 5A. I'll get you a little closer to me. There you go, squeeze down. We got one more lap here for you, Joel. Let's take a deep breath. Let's unwind and accelerate. Nice and firm. Third gear, balance through here. Start to work down, work down. There you go. There you go, scanning left here for the S's here, Joel. Follow that curve to the left, up to the middle. There you go. Now squeeze down, squeeze. Beautiful job. Alright, let's go ahead and start to slow that speed. We're going to do our final rotation. 2 more laps remaining. Right behind Cliff there, Joel. Let's squeeze down there, Cliff. Brakes are at the 2. Third gear at the 1. Good job, Joel. Let's keep it smooth. Don't feel like you need to chase anybody down, okay? Drive to your own comfort pace. There you go. Let's unwind and accelerate to the right-hand side here, Cliff. Straightaway's yours. Brakes are at that brake cone. Nice and firm. There you go. Third gear. Balance coming through. Good. Mid-track. Scanning left. Up to the middle, find that apex, wait for it. Now squeeze. Nice, Cliff. Now to the left, we got one more lap after this one here, Cliff. Let's squeeze down, let's squeeze. Up to the middle there, Joel. There you go, Cliff. Let's squeeze down. Take advantage. That's a beautiful line. Good car control there. All right there, Cliff. Let's go ahead and slow it down. Hey, a little bit faster than your previous couple laps there, buddy. I think that last one was actually your fastest there. Let's go ahead and slow that speed here, Cliff. Joel, once we get you a little closer here, we're going to start our cool down lap. There you are, Joel. Go ahead, we're going to start merging right behind Mr. Cliff there. We're going to start our cool down lap. So right behind me there, Cliff. We'll unwind out to the right hand side. We're going to start our cool down lap. Hey, way to open up the approach here for turn number 3. You gentlemen are doing fantastic, beautiful driving. I know there's probably still some room on the table to where we can make a few more improvements. But regardless of that, gentlemen, we got to think about those conditions that I was speaking about whenever you were inside your cars here just before we entered the track. It's 90-something degrees outside. Those are things that we need to continue to do nothing but think about. Now, mostly where I start to see myself pull a little bit more of a distance away from both of you is coming through that S section, maybe trying to find the comfort level to be 100% acceleration through that line. Again, having that 100% acceleration through the S's there will give you a little bit more of the ability to carry more speed coming through the bowl there. Another one of those locations where I start to see myself opening up a little bit of a spacing from you is coming through this turn that I'm entering now. Right, so you're going to be 100% throttle all the way up to right where I'm at now. And then you got to be very firm initial onto your brake pressure. So again, once we start driving a little bit more so, understanding the capabilities of these cars, that'll give you a little bit more of that clear understanding on you know, what entry speed you can carry, what this car is naturally capable of. But regardless of that, gentlemen, I do think that each one of you, again, I'm going to take a look at your lap timers whenever we get to that location as we're exiting the vehicles. But I do believe each one of those laps was a little bit more and more clean. Definitely from the beginning of yesterday. So one heck of an improvement from yesterday to today. Not only did you have the chance and learn the track layout a little bit more so, you're starting to develop your good personal skills for your driving style, for what this car is capable of, right? That's that clear understanding. Let's go ahead and turn those left turn signals on. We are going to keep this pace nice and slow. Main reason being is because I want to make sure that our foot stays off the brake, so we don't need any brake pressure to allow as much cooling as possible happen to these front rotors. That really helps with cooling, and that really helps with not warping the rotors. Now, you can imagine, whenever we park these cars, these rotors are basically at a red-hot, boiling temperature. Now, whenever you park them with really hot front rotors, you can see a lot of that front rotor, right? But the section that you cannot see the rotor is where the front brake pads are. Now, that spot is cooling down at a lower rate of speed. So everything else is cooling down pretty quickly besides where those front brake pads are. So that's where basically the warping comes into play from those front rotors. So again, just always trying to cool your brakes down as much as possible after you drive them pretty aggressive like that. Let's go ahead and roll right on through here, gentlemen. Cliff right behind me, sir. Joel, let's say nice and close to Mr. Cliff. We're going to keep these car spacings about a car length to a car length and a half apart now that we're onto the blacktop. Gentlemen, you do have the free ability to go ahead and roll down your driver and passenger windows if you would like some fresh air. But again, I'm pretty sure that the inside of these cars are a little bit cooler than the outside ambient temperatures. Once again, gentlemen, well done. Beautiful driving. I hope you enjoyed yourself here at Ron Fellows Performance Driving School and Academy here at Spring Mountain. Once again, you were working with myself, Chris, and my partner there, Michael. Gentlemen, whenever we park these cars, let's leave those PDR systems recording. I'm going to come up to your driver's window and I'm going to write down those lap timers once again. Let's just try to get our driver's side tires to these white lines as close as possible. And there's going to be a brief radio silence here while I start to get myself situated, shutting down my PDR system. Hang tight just for a moment, a brief radio silence.
Good. And with the track being as hot as it was, did you feel maybe it was a little bit slicker than previous?
A little bit, slightly.
Yeah. Nice driving there.
Thank you.
Yeah. 124. Cliff, that is the last time that we're in this car. Make sure you collect all your personal belongings, including that SD card, my man. That's yours to take over.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you.